Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. This is the subject of today's video, and there's a reason for it. If you've seen my previous video, which I posted a couple of years ago, looking through my Aquapolis set, well, so have I. I looked at it earlier on today, and it's awful. I've got a better camera now, but also the tone of it was just so awful. So I've actually deleted that video. I'm going to try and do a better video of Aquapolis because it's one of my top 5 sets of all time, and I just felt it deserved a bit of a better look. So if you've seen that before, you don't need to see this video again, because unless you want to, it's up to you. But this is a proper look at Aquapolis, which is, as I say, one of my favorite sets. So I don't know quite how I'm going to do this, probably just roughly what I always do. Why is it such a lovely set? Well, it's rare. It's a bit obscure for a lot of people. That sort of gives it an aura, I guess. It's got some amazing illustrations. There's a coherent story sort of behind the. There's a theme with this sort of city, Aquapolis city. So a lot of the cards feature artwork that seems to be located somewhere. It's just a really beautiful set, and I got this back at the time. I haven't completed the reverse foils, but you'll see, I mean, I've got some of them. The hollows I don't keep in the binder. We're going to spend more of our time looking at the hollows, doing one of my inspection videos of what sort of state they're in after 25 years. So we'll just do a quick tour through the main set in the binder. Some really beautiful cards. Obviously on this page, this is an incredible card by Arita. Look at the artwork on that. The detail. I mean, back then we really didn't have cards with such intense detail in the backgrounds until the e-readers came along, and it just went up a new level. We've got the very first Koiki Saito artworks in this set. Rita, you've got 2 lanterns. I collect lantern. So there's a water one. There aren't many water ones. There's only 3, I think, and an electric one. So it really is a very beautiful set. So this is one of my favorite cards. This is Kazube's Slowbro. We will actually take it out of the plastic and have a proper look at it without reflections. So that is just such a beautiful card. Love it. It's probably my favorite Kazube artwork of all time. Really beautiful. So that's the Slowbro. Be careful putting it back in. Don't want to scratch the foiling. This is also a favourite card of mine. We'll see that later on, and obviously this. So the rares, the non-hollow versions of rares come through to here. The hollow set, we'll just look at a hollow quickly, had a different numbering. So it was outside the main set. It was H1 to H32. So they're sort of the hollows became a subset of the main set. But the main set is 100, well, there's actually 150 because there's 3 secret rares. Obviously one of my favourite cards because it's fluffy. And you had these weird doubles of things where, yeah, as I say, I've covered this all in previous videos, but in case somebody doesn't know this, certain cards, this bar that you ran through the e-reader to unlock little mini games and stuff, there were variants. So there's a 50A and a 50B on some cards. There's about 4 or 5 of them, I think. We'll see them all through here. So a complete master set has to have 2 of that and 2 of various other things. Yeah, they really are beautiful cards. Arita. And you've got 2 of the different drowsies there. And the iconic tower in the background that appears in a lot of the cards. And what else have we got here? There's amazing bit of Koiki Saito artwork here. Right from the get-go, he was just totally amazing. So, not going to take that out of the plastic, but love that card. 2 different Mr. Mimes here. And there's a couple of Porygons somewhere. Oh, here. 2 Porygons. So, love this card as well. This Sneasel by Harada. Oh, I'm not going to... They're mostly double-sleeved to protect them, so I'm not going to go fishing around. Oh, look at this Fampi. Isn't that just lovely? That's Kimura. Beautiful Fampi. And then you had all these trainer cards with these weird cubes, these which are like TMs. You attach, and the Pokemon can do different attacks. The Sugimori characters in the supporters were just beautifully done. Very individual. This is an incredibly beautiful one. This is the Pokemon Fan Club with all the different little Pokemon in it. And this is a very well-known one, the Town Volunteers. Very cute. I mean, it's so lovely to see real Sugimori art that's not just his stock art put on a random background. He is such a master of cartoon artwork. Look at the just by doing the eyes on the Bulbasaur and the Squirtle like that. And even, Wooper's little smile. It's a simple piece of illustration, but it just captures the happiness and joy of the scene. And Hoot Hoot, both legs showing. So that's the main set. It ends up here. Well, without the secret rares, you end up with energies at the end of the main set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different energies. No, those are just duplicates. So, let me just sit down and bring the camera in a little bit. Sorry. That was really juddery. Right, we'll have that as a background because those are some very beautiful cards. Those 3, look at those. Beautiful cards. This one, I had 2 copies of it and I got one graded and it came back as a Gem Mint 10. I have graded about 12 cards in my entire life, all in one. I sent off 12 cards and that's all I got. I got all the gold stars and stuff, but I sent in... I got good grades on all of them. Amazing how... But I just don't grade my stuff because I don't really want it encased in plastic, in that sort of plastic that I can never access. They're far harder to store for a start. So here we go. We'll look at some selections. We'll take some of these right out of the plastic and have a look and see how they've survived over the years. Let me see. Which ones do I want? I'm not going to do it to all of them, obviously. I'm trying to think which one I would like to look at. That's Japanese. Let's have a look at the Steelix. And yeah, for a reason I pulled that one out. Is that? Oh no, okay. Yeah, well, actually, we'll have a look at the Lugia. These are the 3 crystals from the set, which were the secret rares at the end At the end, they are numbers 148, well, whatever they are. 100, I can't read that. 148, 149, 150. Yeah. So the crystal. We will look at the Lugia. I've looked at it before, but not on the 4K camera. So, yeah, we'll look at that one as well because I just love the Ampharos. So let's put those over there for the moment. Where should we start? Right, I want to just look at this one. This is the one that I didn't get graded. I don't know why I chose that one to get graded, other than it looked obviously pristine. Let's just have a look at the state of this out of curiosity, because I have no idea. This hasn't been out of a top loader for many years, I don't think. So let us do an investigation How many layers of plastic is this thing in? I think that's it, isn't it? That's the... Yeah, we're out now. So let's have a look at the hollow. I don't know if the camera's picking something up that I'm not. I will only know when I look back. But it looks pretty good to me. Right, next up we look at the front corners and edges. Surface over the text. They were pretty well manufactured at this time. The quality was pretty good. Right, is there a white dot in that corner? I think there is. Or whenever you see these little white dots on corners of cards, it's not that they've been damaged. It's that they weren't cut so perfectly in the factory that the separation of the card from whatever was cut off from it wasn't perfectly done. Okay, there's some. Okay, that's possibly why I sent the other one in, because there's a couple of white marks there. Again, that's not damage that's happened while I've owned it. It's damage that came out of the pack like that, came from the factory like that. But it's a beautiful piece of artwork. Very Godzilla. Yeah, lovely card. So, yeah, that probably wouldn't get a 10, that one, but the other one did. Maybe that'll be a 9. But it's never going to be graded, so it doesn't really matter. Let's go and look at something else. So I want to look at this Steelix, which is by Kusajima. Hajime Kusajima. There we go. Right. So I'll put that one back. Yeah. Again, I don't think this one's been out of the plastic for many years. Let's get it out. What do we got? I think it's just in a penny sleeve in here. It's not double sleeved. So, well, it's triple sleeved, you know, outer sleeve, top loader, penny sleeve. So we will get it out of here and see what the state of it is after all these years. As I've said on previous videos, I had the distinct advantage of being... Well, when did this come out? 2002. So I would have been 36 years old then, and therefore it wasn't going in my pocket with a rubber band around it in the playground. I knew I've been collecting things since the early 70s, so I do know about keeping things in good condition, and that stood me in good stead with Pokemon cards, because all my old cards are pretty well looked after. Yeah. Don't know what that's in the print, that little white dot. That's a white dot in the print. Right, so there's a little bit of edge. That might be where, I don't know. I don't, there's another one of these white dots. I think these sort of lines aren't from me mishandling them. They're from how they were produced in the factory. So this is not a perfect example. I'm not a grader. I think that might be a PSA 8 or 9. You know, it presents beautifully. There's no obvious scratches, but I wouldn't say it's a perfect card simply because of those little factory edgeware issues. But it doesn't detract from the beauty of the card. It's a lovely card. So I'll put that one back in there. And it probably won't come out of the plastic ever again, because these will probably go with me to my grave. So there we are, that's that one. I just love this card. I mean, I'm a huge Ampharos fan. Ampharos is just one of the best Pokemon ever. Shinichi Yoshida was a great artist. Did real characterful, cartoony style stuff, and it's the joy in this little Ampharos. I just love it so much. I think this has been out of the plastic because I did my Ampharos video a year or so ago, I think, but I wouldn't have done it in 4K. So let's have a little look. at a very sparkly bit of hollow. Yeah. Oh, I dread finding scratches on these because I can't replace them now. It's way past the time where I can shop around for other copies of these sort of things. But that is a beautiful vintage Pokemon card. Really great hollow back then. Look at the happiness in that face. I love it. Absolutely love that card. So look at the little dot there, or two. And again, there's little sort of signs of edge wear. But I really don't think I did that. I really think it came like that. So it's not going to be a 10, but it's a very beautiful card for my collection. And I'm very pleased that I have it. Right. So let us look at the biggie, Lugia. Amazing piece of Kimura art. So, Naya Kimura. Wow. And what a card. What a card. Let's get it out. I have had this one out to look at on previous videos. I know, I remember the dread of pulling it out. But as I say, I haven't done these in 4K. Yeah, it's a rare event for me to get these out. They usually don't even see sunlight. They're stored away. So, yeah, got one more layer of plastic and then we can see it properly. So, yeah, this has become quite a valuable card over the years. I must have. I think I pulled this one from a pack. I'm trying to picture where I would have been. I have a feeling I came out of Woolworths and had pulled it from a pack. That may be a false memory of something else. I don't know. But anyway, if I bought it, I would have paid probably £20 for it back in the day, which is like $25 or $30. I don't know what. No, $25. So I got it back when it was affordable. Now it is totally out of reach of me if I wanted to replace this, which I have no reason to. I hope nothing ever happens to it. So let us have a look. Don't know what to make of that. There's a little white something there. Oh, come on. See, I don't know how to grade cards, but I'd give that a 10. Simply because it's such a beautiful card. But I couldn't make an argument against that being a 10. I don't know. Maybe it's a 9. It's certainly not going to be less than a 9, I wouldn't have thought. But whatever it is, it's never getting graded. So that doesn't. Well, it's not getting graded by me. I suppose if I leave it to someone in my will and they choose to get it graded, that's up to them. But I will never see it graded. So for me, in my heart, it can stay a PSA 10. And nobody can tell me otherwise because it's not been graded. And don't you leave comments saying it's a PSA 9 or less. Because I don't care. Let me live in my delusion. But it is a beautiful card. Even back then, before it blew up in value as such, it was a sort of, oh my God, that is such a beautiful card. I need that. It was probably the big chase card of the set, even right from the release of the set. On aesthetic reasons, not because people, not like nowadays where we've got this stupid Umbreon that everyone wants, or even worse, Lily's Clefairy that people are going crazy about in the new Battle Partners set because it's worth a lot, but it's a little girl and a Clefairy, and it's nice art, but it's not like mind-blowing hair or a fault or something. Oh, it's a fault in the plastic of the bag. That's not a problem. Might get another bag for that. Well, let's look at one more. We'll look at this Nidoking. No, I looked at that recently because I did a Yoshida video. I would have got that out of the plastic. I don't want to keep taking them out of the plastic. Let's look at a reverse foil. We've got, because this is, you know, we've got the hollow foil and the reverse. This is the reverse of the rare. It didn't tell. It's not like Expedition where there's two different ones. I don't think. God, maybe I've got that wrong. Hang on, let me think about that. No, I think there's only one reverse. I don't think the hollows. No, they don't have reverse. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just having a moment. Yeah. There is just this one reverse in English, which is the rare reverse. What we've got in my hand. Got to get it out. See whether it's in. You know, the dark reverses are always so odd because they're hard to see that they are. You have to get the light really on them. But I quite like that. I like the subtlety of it. So what's the hollow foil like on this? Obviously the illustration is not hollow foil. It's just the text areas and stuff. I think that's pretty good. What an amazing card. Iconic. Now that's an Umbreon card. That's a good chase card. You see, I don't actually like the current Umbreon that everyone's crazy about, and I didn't like the Moonbreon from Evolving Skies. I just didn't like the artwork. Thought it was a bit stupid, but yeah, okay. That corner's not perfect. That corner's not perfect. But on the whole, that's a pretty decent card. I think as I say, the reason, or one of the main reasons I was doing this video today is just to say, or prove to myself that I have actually cared for these cards. I've been a good caretaker for them, and looked after them, and haven't let them get too damaged in any way. And that's important to me because I don't actually like cards that aren't mint. I have virtually none in my collection. There's a couple of rare things. Actually, one of them's my Karen's Umbreon is actually. Yeah, let's just divert because it's my video. We're 23 minutes in. Probably nobody's watching this. I'm just going to go grab because I saw where it was. Oh, it's just here. Yeah, I bought this Karen's Umbreon last year because it's always been a card that I wanted. It's from roughly the same period as this, about the time of Aquapolis. And it's an iconic card, and it's the chase card from VS, which is a very iconic set that if you're into Japanese cards, yeah, VS is sort of like the pinnacle of Japanese cards. Unique to Japan, no English print. And Karen's Umbreon has always been the big card in the set. And I treated myself to this last. Dear God, it's not even in plastic. What am I doing here? It's not even got a penny sleeve in it. Anyway, sorry about that. I will remedy that. Or maybe I did that because I think I should put a perfect fit on it or something. But this is not perfect. This is one of the few cards I own that I know has a bit of wear on it, but it's a nice enough copy that it doesn't, I think it's probably the back. Yeah, you can see that the edges of this are a little bit shaky. And there's a little bit of almost like dirt along the top here somewhere. Yeah, you can see there's some marking. So the person who had this card didn't treat it as well as I would have. But, that said, it's in pretty good condition. It's not a disaster. And it is such a sweet card. And as I say, very iconic. So I'm leaving that out now while I end the video because I'm going to put that into a perfect fit, I think, within this shell case. We shall see. Anyway, so that's my a bit chaotic but better resolution than my previous Aquapolis video, which I've now deleted from YouTube.